Hi everyone, my name is Cecily. Welcome to my channel. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in the high thinking sign of Sagittarius. So, hi Sagittarius lovers. Right now you have 3 major arcana and 2 court cards. Okay. You have some interesting stuff going on. It looks like okay, let's walk through it together. So, the first card that you actually received is the 5 of Cups in the upright position. So, the 5 of Cups is crying over spilled milk. There's some sort of emotional loss or some sort of prize or person or object or commitment that you were hoping for at the beginning of December that did not go through. And it's kind of made you feel like you lost something. Now, traditionally, when you look at this card, it's a man and he has 3 cups. He has 2 cups that are still standing and 3 cups that have been knocked over. So it's basically saying that something that belonged to him was lost. There's no way of getting it back, but instead of appreciating what he still has, he's lost in his grief. So that's where you're kind of standing at the beginning of the month, Sagittarius. You know, the end of November, mid-November, there was probably some sort of loss for you, something. It's like you gained something, you gained freedom, but you lost what you were hoping for. Because it's connected to the 6 of Cups, there's this kind of progression in the reading. And the 6 of Cups, now it came out in reverse. But the 6 of Cups talks about the past, right? It talks about somebody coming back into your life, somebody really opening up to you. But in the upright position, it's a beautiful card to receive, but in the reverse, it says that there's some sort of resentment there between you and this person. It's not all going according to plan, especially since it's connected to this 9 of Swords that's directly below it. This 9 of Swords is where you're going to end up in the middle of the month, Sagittarius. You may feel like someone betrayed you, someone took advantage of you, but it's connected to somebody that has been in your past that is now still kind of doing the same thing. So you might have an old lover show up and he might interrupt the relationship that you're actually having now, is kind of what I'm seeing. There's somebody, you have this relationship that you're working on that's doing well, but there was some sort of loss and maybe the two of you aren't connecting the way you used to connect. And then somebody walks in that you have a much longer history with, and even though this person isn't perfection, you say, I'm going to give it a try again. And there's probably some sort of obsession or some sort of lie, some sort of sexual activity maybe. It's a few different things that it could be, but when you get the devil is really about our thoughts connected to the physical. It's about the gluttonous attitudes that we take when we fall for somebody, and it's not coming from a place of love, but it's coming from a place of ownership. So you have somebody that's coming back into your life to really kind of possess you, to take ownership of you, Sagittarius, to really just say, like, you are mine. And you're really going to have to not necessarily choose between the two people, because I don't see a choice here. I actually think that a lot of this isn't going to be found out, but I think that there's definitely going to be some... I think there's definitely going to be some reconnecting, I guess is the best way that I can put it. But even in that, I feel like you're gonna have this major commitment is where this is coming from. So there's a major commitment that you're facing, which is the foundation of this reading, which basically says, Sagittarius, you may have just openly said, I love you to someone, or let's get married, or this is the direction that we're moving in, all that kind of stuff. And it's a beautiful thing to think and to feel, but it also comes with a tremendous amount of responsibility. And the devil basically says that you don't have to pay attention to any of that. So the crowning card in what's on your mind is being obsessed with the thought of having one person over the other. And the Hierophant says, but you must commit. So it's really going to be an interesting process, because this Magician is saying that you've had a good opportunity with this person, or they had a good opportunity with you, and because of this loss, this now good opportunity is now no longer there, because this is the past. And this Nine of Swords that you're walking into, those hurt feelings, the nightmare of, having somebody betray you or having some sort of loss, is there directly in front of you. And it's connected to this Queen of Swords. So this Queen of Swords is most likely a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. Somebody that uses their logical mind instead of using their heart or their emotions. Somebody that is likely to be cold, or to lie to you, or to just not treat you in the way that you want to be treated. But that's the card that is connected to this devil, right? So you have this Queen of Swords. Now, this Queen of Swords can either be the current partner that you're with, and it can be the person that is upset by your actions with the fact that you may have somebody else in your life, or this can be the person that is trying to come into your life and is no good for you. But there's going to be a clear distinction in the way these people act and behave. So I don't want you to be confused. There will definitely be one person who is clearly the right choice and another person who is clearly the wrong choice. And it's about you kind of not giving in to this obsession and saying I can have both, or trying to, talk yourself into why it's okay, but really just kind of allow yourself to get back to this Magician energy and to commit to this Hierophant energy, because it's really saying that if you were to buckle down and allow this commitment to happen, that a lot of grace will continue, because this Knight of Cups is there offering his love to you, which is another person in your life. So this Knight of Cups, it represents a water sign, somebody that's a Cancer, somebody that's a Pisces or a Scorpio, or has a lot of that in their chart, somebody that's usually very emotional, knows how to express themselves, very articulate, very kind as well in their words, somebody that is capable of romancing you to the fullest extent. So that's something that's going to be coming up. There's going to be a lot of romance towards the end of the month, and there's going to be a lot of sort of a sexual activity towards the mid-month, and if it doesn't actually manifest in terms of physical sex, it'll manifest in terms of the obsessive thoughts, or the constant missing and lingering wanting feelings that we get sometimes when we need someone. So I tried to pull 2 outcome cards, but I had 3 come out. So I'm going to pay attention to them all. And Sagittarius, this is actually a really wonderful thing to get. You have the Lovers, you have the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So all of those cards are saying that there's a trustworthy, steady person that's going to be in your life come the end of December. That the love that's there is actually the real love that you're supposed to be with, and that there's a lot of happiness there. So everything here is actually included. This Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. It really is about you feeling like you finally have it all. Everything that you could possibly want in a partner exists. And this card is the same, but it's also saying that the person's feelings that you have feelings for, they're equal. They are exchangeable. He feels the way you feel, or she feels the way you feel, and everything is, similar to each other. And this is this person relaxing into that commitment and being willing to take on that responsibility, especially with the Hierophant being in the picture, and the Magician. They're both very beautiful cards, but it's going to take a certain amount of control, which is what the Devil is trying to take away, no pun intended. But it is going to be a really big month for you romantically. So I would suit up and get ready for it, because it's going to be a big deal. Thank you so much for listening and watching my channel, and all the likes, subscriptions, and comments. I really, really appreciate you guys.